January 1st, 2014. A king has a huge responsibility to care for the citizens of his kingdom, to make sure they're clothed, to make sure they are fed, and to make sure they are protected from the enemy. I served in the military for a short while, and going through boot camp, the purpose of that boot camp was to instill discipline into the Marines, that they would instantly obey orders without question, that they would have a reverence for their sergeants. Because in the time of battle, a sergeant does not have time to explain his orders. To execute that mission requires instant obedience to orders. And so they must instill fear, a reverence fear to the Marine for his elders, for his people, those who are in authority. When a general walks into the room, everybody rises, attention on deck. They give that respect. When a king would walk into a room, subjects would bow down in fear and respect for their king, because that they know that king has their interest at heart. When I look at this new year, I see situations in my life that I want to be resolved. But if I'm going to gain wisdom, I have to look to the king of this world, the king of the earth, the one who created it, the God who created the heavens. Proverbs chapter 1, verse number 7 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. In the study Bible I have topic on the fear of the Lord. It says the main theme of Proverbs can be summed up in just 10 words that appear near the beginning of the book. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge. Fear implies respect and awe, and at times knee-knocking terror. It also acknowledges that everything, including knowledge and wisdom, comes from total dependence upon God. The fear of the Lord leads people towards humility and away from pride. With such an attitude, readers of Proverbs are more apt to listen to God than to their own independent judgment. Daniel Seagraves, in his commentary on the book of Proverbs, Ancient Wisdom for Today's World, says this: a person who does not fear God may know certain facts, but his knowledge is corrupted by his lack of regard for the Lord. So we can know certain facts. We can have a book of wisdom. We can have this Bible memorized. We can have the dictionary memorized. We can have our manual for our work memorized. We can have, if you're in the medical field, you can have Tabor's encyclopedia memorized. You can have everything memorized. But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So today, when the situation arises, I want to look to God for wisdom, knowing that God has my interest at heart. Knowing that God owns the cattle on the 1,000 hills. Knowing that God cares for the sparrow that falls. Knowing that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Today, I want to look to God with a reverence and a fear, knowing that He holds my future, that He holds my hand. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. God bless.